Welcome to That Card Collectors Podcast with your host, Ian Taylor.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Card Collectors Podcast. My name is Ian Taylor, and with me this week, I'm overjoyed that Keith is with us.
How you doing?
I'm surprised you could lift your arm there, Keith.
I chose the correct one.
Good. Okay. We have Wesley.
Heyo.
He's looking remarkable. Wesley was telling us he's lost 20
Very
pounds
good.
the last time we recorded, and he's looking mighty fly. And we have Josh.
What it is?
I think, Josh, the thing that I'm most grateful for, apart from you, of course, the thing that I'm most grateful for is your time delay that you've had for like the last month is gone.
Yes. So we've been messing around with power boosters, signal boosters, Wi-Fi increasers. We're barrier islands here, so it's kind of interesting setup sometimes. Little islands right off the mainland, and internet is strong in spots, but you have to get creative. I was about to dig a line across the 20-30 feet out here if that's what it took, because it was killing me.
Wow.
But we got it going. And also there's a chance AirPods, some of the Bluetooth setup with AirPods can cause a little bit of just an extra layer. So I cut that out too, and it seems way better.
That's good. I have to say, the one thing that when I first started researching podcast equipment back 6+ years ago, one of the things that I came across on multiple blogs that were looking at different microphones was that Bluetooth should be your kind of last option on that front, because it's just the signal quality is not as good, the audio quality is usually not as good. So I mean, one of the reviews gave me, led me to this one, which is a plug-in USB, but it's fine. Having said that, I did just buy these really cool little microphones with a clip for recording audio at the National, and it's just got a little connector that goes into the bottom of your iPhone.
So like this big, yep.
Yeah. And they're brilliant. I was testing them out at home. I went into one room, left my phone going, went into the other room, just opened the voice memos app, was talking, moving it closer to my mouth, so like this, and doing all that sort of stuff just to check that it was recording. And it didn't pick up any other noise at all. So it's noise cancelling, and it was crystal clear. It was brilliant. So they're fully charged and ready to go to Chicago. Keith, sorry, I don't know if you want to share this or not, but did what happened to you that caused the shoulder comment?
Oh, I took a spill off a ladder yesterday or Friday actually, working on my gutters, and I did something that's really killing me. I can only lift. I can only go backwards or straight with my arm. I can't go up or over at all. I went to a quick care. They didn't have imaging. She said, "You did something." I said, "Well, yeah, that's why I'm here." And then she's like, "But we don't have imaging, so you got to go either to ER or go here on Monday." So I'm like, I'm not giving up my weekend. I'll go on Monday and get it sorted out. Hopefully, it's just like a dislocation or something like that. But if it's something broken, it's going to be a hard time.
Yeah. All right. Well, look after yourself.
It is what it is.
And it is what it is. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much pain are you in right now?
Right now, none, because I'm stationary.
Okay. All right. Cool. I mean, 10 being like reaching for the.
No, I found my position where I'm okay, but if I have to like reach across or like grab a door or whatever the heck it might be, it's just no.
Yeah. Well, don't do any of those things. Just stay still for the next hour. Right. So I'm really sorry that Keith and Wesley missed the interview with Upper Deck, which is always a tricky one, because we have to, because of the times and because they do them on a weekday. It's usually during a working day for Eastern Standard Time, so because it has to be during the working day for Pacific. So, but rest assured, your presence was missed, and it was a good time. So go and check it out. A couple of things I want to talk about this week. I was going to get into a meaty subject first of all, because there was a post on a Facebook group that I saw. It's actually a Star Trek cards Facebook group. It's a very brief post, but it kind of got me thinking. And there's been a few different kind of posts of a similar vibe around lately, and I wasn't sure if it was just a kind of a shift in thinking, or if it was just the time of the year, or there's something in the water. It's clearly not specific to Marvel cards, because this was in a Star Trek group. So the post goes, have you guys ever thought that it's time to stop collecting, or maybe keeping a card or two you like and getting rid of everything else? It's just become impossible and or too expensive to make a set. He's got a link for attention, but I'm not clicking on that. And he's got a nice little meme. In fact, let me share this for the guys, because I think you'd appreciate this meme. I've pressed the wrong button. I'm almost sharing something with someone else, but we don't want to do that. Let me show you the little meme. So he's got the little meme, the Picard one from Star Trek, where he's got, the line must be drawn here, this far, no further, which I thought was pretty good. So it kind of got me thinking, really. I just thought we could have a chat about this. And I've tentatively titled the episode, when is enough enough? And I guess, have you ever gotten to the point where you kind of think, I'm kind of quite happy at this point. I could go either way. I could either open a new line of credit with another set, or I could quite happily just might up sticks and not do anything else. I mean, have you kind of ever had that thought cross your mind?
100%. I think that's where I am now. And I don't know what it is, but just nothing's grabbed me. Like, nothing's been like, I have to have that.
Yeah.
And I've got some cards from recent sets here and there just because I got them and I looked at them like, okay, this is a cool card. And then I put it down and I moved on. So yeah, I definitely feel that way right now with my collection, especially. I would like to liquidate a lot of the crap that I had to acquire to get the stuff I did want. And just really, really tighten up what I have. And then I'll wait and see. Maybe something will come along that I like.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It happens. As far as like a reset sometimes is nice. It's kind of like a little bit of a cleansing. I was doing the comic book thing for a while and was building inventory, and it turned into work. It turned into anxiety, and where, supply and how am I shipping right, and is everything. And even though you do it because you love the hobby and you're just trying to be, some sort of positive, contribute to something you love so much, and you get to a point where you need a reset. And so I've been there a couple times. I've sold my whole collection and just kept a few pieces that I'd, have sentimental value, and and then it kind of re-energizes you. Sometimes you need just a little bit of extra room, a fresh view. The love for it usually still stays there, and then you get a little bit of time to come back.
It peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
I think with me, I'm so engrossed into the hobby that it wasn't just about collecting all the cards. I was involved in the drama and the conversations and the this and the that. And it gets it just burned me out. I burned myself out. And that's what I do. I find a shiny new thing and I get engrossed with it for a long time. And then I just move on to the next thing. And I haven't moved on from cards so much. I've scaled back my feelings with it and all that stuff. But I have switched, and now I'm picking up variant covers of books I like and stuff like that. But
yeah,
nice. I'm not going crazy with the card stuff at the moment, and it's just it's a little liberating.
Right. And then the timing becomes a factor too, where like, the IP changing, Topps is a different feel to us. I still think, hopefully some time goes by, they'll get a chance to get where they're trying to go, or at least maybe a little bit better than where their start was. But it's different. So for us and what we've been used to for a while, and the timing in the hobby, it kind of plays a role in it. And this is probably a time where a lot of people are going to take a break.
It's priced too, man.
Yeah.
It's priced.
Yeah.
I am very, very much priced out at the moment, and I went nuts on other product earlier when I came back. But man,
I think one thing as well, Wesley, before you speak, and I'm not, share whatever you need to or nothing at all, but just generally, life, other life shit can cause you to just kind of, step off the track, and you're kind of looking at it and thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to get back on that. Yeah. That's happened to me at least once. Definitely.
Yeah. Right now, I'm like, look at that, a 0 with a number in front of it on my bank account because I'm not buying cards.
Right. Yeah. All of a sudden, I can go on a vacation.
Look at all these numbers in front of these zeros.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For me, I think the one thing I noticed there is the talk about the price. Everything is kind of expensive, and I got into the hobby because you have a love for, you know, the cards, the touch, the background of what's on there. And for me, if you don't have the money, you just have to adjust and find a different area of the cards to get into. Maybe you go back through the sets that you have and reorganize. Maybe you trade some stuff. I just had a little bit of a break because of life stuff, you know, and it was tough to get back into it because it would make me think about my, you know, ex, and I hate to bring that up, but I still love the cards. And my sister had to be the one that says, you know, you loved comics and cards way before this bitch got into your life. So you're gonna continue to collect. You just gotta find your way through it and get to a different part of it. And she was right. You know, it's a
good sister.
Yeah. You find a different part of it. You maybe make relationships with other people in the hobby, and maybe find a different set that you like. And that's one thing that this has done too. I found so many other cool sets out there. I've been able to go back through some of my old Star Wars stuff, and yeah. So I think if you just leave the hobby, I hate to say it, but you're kind of a fair weather fan. You got to, and I'm playing devil's advocate here, but you just got to find a different part of the hobby to get into.
Yeah.
Well, there's multiple lanes. You just got to figure out which one suits you.
Yeah. And you'll get that love back. You'll get that fire. And just because, you know, something might be a little expensive or you can't, you know, swing it right now, you just got to find your way through it. My opinion.
Yeah. It's very interesting. A lot of the comments on this post, I mean, it wasn't a very long post. You know, I read the sum total of it out, but a lot of the comments kind of echo some of this stuff. What one fellow has said, I've talked with numerous collectors of non-sports cards, and right now everyone seems to be focusing on certain sets or certain autos. The days of the master set are too hard on the wallet for the average collector. I think most collectors, to be fair. Occasionally I've looked through my collection and said to myself, do I really want this? The one thing everyone is agreed on is the cliche, collect what you love.
It's need or want.
Yeah.
I have to, every time I see something, it's need or want.
Yes, exactly. Someone's commented set collecting is too hard with so many variants. I just focus on singles and keep it under $10. So you can create, you know, fun kind of angles, if you like, to go about things. But I mean, this is obviously, you know, being a Star Trek group, it's focused on Rittenhouse a lot. One guy goes, I haven't considered quitting, but I was never in the market for master sets. What I do find frustrating is that Rittenhouse used to guarantee a full base set in a box, and now I'm stuck trying to complete them. So that's interesting, because certainly for Marvel Rittenhouse, you'd definitely get a full base set in a box. Probably even more. Upper Deck, that was never a thing.
And having all these parallels makes it almost impossible or insane financially to collect master set, but for character collecting, it gives you a lot more cracks at the apple, a lot more opportunities to just get one or two pieces in your character that are nice when, you know, they've made a few more parallels and variants. And so, you know, I mean, I used to set collect like crazy. I didn't know anything else. It wasn't that I had a preference, really. I think I was just being shown what I'd been shown and going on that track. And then all of a sudden I'm like, well, geez, I can just grab a couple Silver Surfer cards, a couple War Machine cards here and there from my, you know, and then I can be picky too. If it's not a nice War Machine, like, give me that War Machine without the helmet on. I don't want that. So you can be, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, now it's the cost to you is, and you just scout everything that comes out. Get a view at your characters and pick a few pieces here and there. Cut the cost down.
I mean, the one thing about sorry, we all launched at the same time. There, I was just going to say, just coming on the parallels. I was going to say, even as a character collector, though, I think the number of parallels has got to a point now where it's actually a little bit intimidating.
It is.
Platinum was hard work. Both masterpieces, 92 Platinum. I've pretty much kind of like got to the point where I'm like, you know what? It's not worth it for me to spend the money on, a good half of the parallels, even though the set is printed to the moon, and there's still a heck of a lot of unopened products out there, which is why you got to do is turn around and there'll be another post promoting another 92 Platinum box break on Whatnot, which is kind of like enough already. Yeah, it's it's always been challenging to a degree with Upper Deck, but the last few years just got a bit nuts with it. Flare was kind of a nice level, and so was Midnight Suns.
Matriarchs.
But what's that, sorry?
I like Matriarchs a lot.
Matriarch's not too bad. Although, Black Cat's got a couple of elements of the set that she's in. But yeah, it's just bonkers. And I look at the top sets and I'm like, thank goodness I've made the choice to not go there, because I'm seeing stuff listed that's good grief. I mean, there's some really bonkers price expectations out there from people. And I think that's coming over possibly from the whole Fanatics and Tops breaking ecosystem.
100%.
It's not necessarily Marvel specific. And I've got people that are doing like cards that are like 199, 75, something like that. And they're well into the three figures.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a reality check happening.
Yeah. So, I do like the artwork and the design of Black Cat in the Topps Chrome 2025 set, which is the first US, home turf release. But nah, can't do it. But the one thing I did like about when I was collecting parallels in that way is, I didn't really need to own the rest of the set if it was a set that wasn't grabbing me, because I had a taste of every single card design and all the different elements that my character was in. That was quite good. It's kind of like having a slice of cake and you can see all the different layers. You don't have to eat the whole cake. You just have that one little slice. Maybe might be a single solitary candle playing a violin lament to your birthday in it. But did I mention it's my birthday the day this episode drops? Anyway,
Happy birthday.
Yes. Sorry.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Happy birthday to me for when this episode drops, which will be on Thursday because we're recording on Sunday. Anyway, I don't know.
Real quick, are you a self gifter?
Depends.
I piss my parents off to high hell and all my friends because I'll buy myself something good for my birthday, and then they're like, "You son of a bitch."
To a degree, I usually get to that point. And I'm like this on Boxing Day as well. All the stuff I hoped I might get or hinted that I might get that I didn't get, I'm like, motherfucker, I'm going to go and buy it myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do that. But I knew that I knew that I wasn't going to get a couple of things I had my eyes on. I've been really into some really good, high quality re-release Blu-rays that Arrow Video do of films that I really dig. So they recently, first half of this year, they've released like a really good collector's edition of Inglourious Bastards.
Okay.
Like thick one slipcase. You can get it in 4K if you want, but I just went for the regular Blu-ray because I've got a 4K setup. And it comes with a book. It's got loads of documentaries, Tarantino commentary, all the stuff. I will never need to own another edition until they decide to release an even better edition 10 years down the road, such is the way of things with physical media. But I got that for myself because although they only released it about 2 months ago, it was in their summer sale at 25% off. So I was like, I know I'm not going to get it for my birthday because I got gifted a massage earlier on, which was glorious. And I'm all kind of floaty light. And Keith, sounds like you could have done with that as well. But I also got the usual suspects, which I've only got on a DVD from the late 90s. But, complete remastered edition, loads of interviews, all that sort of stuff. I'm like, yeah. So next weekend, when I've got a couple of days before I fly off to America, when my wife and daughter have already started their journey, I'm going to have the house to myself for 2 days. Am I going to sit down and watch The Usual Suspects with a nice glass of Shiraz? You bet your ass I am. So yes, I do I do self-gift. I thought you were being rude when you said self-gift.
No.
No. Okay.
No, it's a
Hey,
good move.
Put a bookmark in that. I want to talk about physical media one day and collecting it.
Oh, we absolutely will. I'll tell you who we will get back on if he's up for it. One of the first episodes where this podcast interviewed a collector, so a collector spotlight one. We had a guy on called Harry Crossland, who's really nice dude. I think he works. He's got a medical. He works in a medical center. I can't remember what he does. Anyway, but he's also a photographer and a cosplayer, and he dresses as Bishop a lot of the time when he does stuff because he's a really big black dude, dreadlocks, lovely guy. Anyway, he was on because he had a brief dalliance in Marvel cards where he was collecting cards, people of color characters. So he was collecting Storm, obviously Bishop, a few others.
Panther.
Really nice dude. Anyway, he's been posting a lot recently about physical media and like his latest pickups. So he'd be really good to have come back on and talk to that. And also, I'd quite like to have a chat with him again because he's a really nice guy, and I think you'd really like him. So anyway, back to where we were. I love going off on tangents, but Wesley, sorry, you're agreeing on the whole character, the number of parallels on the character front.
Yeah. I've even tried to jump in and. It is very intimidating because there was a point where back in the Rittenhouse days or early, there's 4 parallels, you could get 4 or 5 cards and you would have all the parallels of that set, and it just keeps growing. You've got one with Black Cat that's like a face-off parallel, so it's a mask-off parallel, and you got another one where they've got the three slashes through where you can't even see the character.
You get in Topps Chrome, the Wolverine Claws one.
I've tried, and I too agree. I like the image and the a lot of the art on the set that they did for Cat, but it is. I even tried buying into a break on Whatnot just to try to get a jump start on the set, and I got 1 card. So it's like it's
skunky to do on a break because there's usually 200 spots on that break.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're trying to get in on a couple of characters, if it's with what we're used to with but masterpieces on 100 card like original art set, you buy a couple characters and a lot of times you're going to hit. And at least if you hit, those serial numbered base, it's not really, but most of these streams do random for the base, meaning they'll do. So you got
271 spots. 271 spots was. Yeah.
And it's always a concern. Something to always pay attention to is when the streamer, who is usually a very positive person by nature because of what they're doing, when they're apologizing, hey guys, this set's a little skunky, just want to warn you guys, that's when you take that into consideration. Yep. So it's a nice set, and it's some cool parallels with the Claude thing. I was a little because I think the cards are metal, the Claude actual card. I'm not sure.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, I thought somebody showed me a picture where it looked like, I guess, to make sure the card has integrity or strength, it's possibly a thin metal like blank. But I saw somebody put a hollow behind it of the same character. Now you can see the claw marks through the character, and then it's rainbow behind the claw marks, so you can still see the card. The art isn't disturbed. You can look at it and it's got like a 3-dimensional claw. You just slide the full art behind it, and I thought it was a hell of an idea. So because it's a cool looking parallel, but I mean, you got 3.5 by 2.5. You don't got a lot of real estate to throw 3 claw marks across it and see much. So
wow, and you thought Fleer Ultra Avengers streaks were bad,
right.
Okay, interesting. I mean, it's obviously the obvious thing is that the end of Marvel with Upper Deck gave a lot of collectors an off ramp, and there've been a fair few that have taken it. But I tell you what, the interesting thing is, I've seen a lot in the last week or two of people actually bailing on EPAC and deciding to kind of bail on that. There was a guy who posted just in the last few hours. I'm not gonna read his name out because I didn't ask permission to kind of name check him. But he posted it. He made the decision to liquidate all his cards. I'm the type of collector to where if it's there, I'm going to keep buying. I thought I was done after Marvel ended. Then DC came, and I held out for a bit. Then bought a pack. Then another. Before you know it, spent more than I should have. So I decided the only way to remove the temptation is to remove the temptation. Sold or traded away 8,800 cards in the last 3 days.
Wow.
That's moving.
That's massive.
That's a lot.
So yeah, I mean, he's basically saying, by the way, for those thinking of going down this road, I do have some regrets. Could have shipped them to ComC and tried to list, but that's just foreign to me and would have kept me in. So yeah, fair enough. You're going to rip the Band-Aid off, you might as well rip it. Going to live vicariously for everyone else from now on. He's also added, the mods do a good job of keeping this group tight. And I've always enjoyed it when members that I have dealt with have taken the time to answer questions about what cards I have and also just the hobby in general, which I probably find more fascinating than actually collecting them. So I think it's interesting. Some people are stopping because they're like, EPAC's really, really, really fucking easy to get yourself in trouble with, like big time. I have as well, and I've had to kind of, I've had to hold on to the edge of the desk a little bit with this Matrix set, and I'm only dabbling with that. But
I'm still paying for some Black Diamond.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
What? Another thing that can be a killer with EPAC is like I pay attention to, I feel like my luck with hits on boxes and then cases when I have the few products I bought into a case on. And I kind of like try to keep track of that somewhere in the back of my mind. On EPAC, for whatever reason, whether they're casino in me, where you win when you walk in the door, I've no way come close physical to the hits that I've come to on EPAC. For the amount of product I bought and for how many hits I've gotten on EPAC, it's way, way better than it's been my physical luck. It's just, and I'm not an EPAC guy. I love the rip. I love the looking at the art, seeing the card in front of my face, not an EPAC scan, which is usually not, the best. So it's like the worst thing where it's like, man, I know if I hit, especially on masterpieces, if I go and just wait, which I don't want to wait, and then I do EPAC, I just get better cards. And it's one of those things. It's like, well, I don't want to buy that way, but I wind up doing better that way.
Yeah.
It's a weird Twilight Zone kind of thing.
Well, at least that's the perception anyway. You kind of like, yeah. Interesting. Interesting.
I've actually thought about the same thing about just taking my what's on EPAC and shifting it over to ComC and just selling it just to get off. But when I went on ComC the other day to kind of look into doing, or when I went on to EPAC the other day to look at that, I ended up buying like 6 packs of Matrix.
Tell me more.
Right. I pulled a nice plate. I haven't told you about it yet, but I was planning on it.
You came out of the experience like, I don't know what happened. I just got dizzy.
They casinoed me, just like you said. Like I got in there and I got what?
Well, Thursday, Wesley. Thursday.
Yeah, that's right. Your birthday's coming up.
That's awesome.
That's right. That's right.
Know anyone in your life who likes Matrix plates? Who's got a birthday soon? I know, shameless, isn't it?
I just woke up and there were rappers everywhere. I don't know what happened.
Well, you've literally done that. You've literally done that with your buddy Michael.
Yeah.
Drink and rip.
Yeah, no, it's big. Some time, missing time. How it's like when Like when people get abducted by
Come
UFOs.
to, there's wrappers stuck to your face from the dried spit,
Some like Cheetos, cheese.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
Put it together.
And no pants.
Is the set done?
All right.
Is the weekly set done?
Well, the Matrix one.
Yeah, is it over?
It's not. No, it's
Okay.
not. It's got 4 more weeks to go. And I'm but we'll come on to that in a minute. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, listen, there was a pretty solid episode of from season 1 that was talking about the Red Glow Casino with a lot of commentary from folks who'd gotten into trouble. So it really is worth checking that out and listening to it, because it's just as valid now as it was then. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love EPAC. It's a great platform. I think Upper Deck have created something really special.
Yeah.
But, its biggest strengths are also its biggest weaknesses for a lot of people. And it is, it highlights puts it into sharp focus, I guess. The gambling, the spin of the wheel aspect, which I guess is what those whatnot breaks do to a degree, which I guess is what opening any card is to a degree these days, any boxes. So, it's kind of more direct to the bloodstream shot, I guess is probably the best way. So just, be careful, but if it's enough and you're happy and you feel like you've done it, the only thing creating the opportunity to move on from the hobby is you. If you need to change scene, then do it.
Yeah, like anything, moderation. Just try to not go
moderation.
too. If you're checking your bank, going, oh, should I be? Then the answer is no. You shouldn't be. It's there's enough good friends you've made in the hobby. You can, hey, can I send you some? Just pull off a trade. I've done that before a few times when money's tight, budgets. Just pull off some trades. There's somebody who could really use some of the cards and that you've got, and vice versa, and would throw you and just be honest. Like, man, I don't have the scratch right now. I'm just looking to get some new cards in front of my face. I'm not looking for anything expensive or any low serial numbered or anything like that. I just need some new cards. What can you do?
I think that's one of the reasons I'm quite looking forward to just soaking stuff up at the National, because I'll see loads of cards there that I've simply never seen before. Granted, a lot of them will be sports related, but there'll be designs, there'll be effects on the cards, there'll be ways of presenting things on the cards. There'll just be so much there to just kind of take in. And yeah, it'd just be fun. It'd be interesting. It doesn't matter what the card is at the end of the day. It's just loads of people enjoying the hobby. And don't forget, it's a show. It is the business of the hobby as well. Right. The big companies that are there are dropping a shit ton of money into it.
Oh yeah.
Some of those stands will be multi-million-dollar installations.
Yeah.
Because they've got, some of them are so big they've got multiple rooms and floors. I don't know if they do it at this one, but at the Toronto show, Upper Deck's booth literally has an upper deck. Because Amanda's often filming from up there. So, I think you have to kind of, I don't think it's a free for all. I think you have to be on the guest list,
to get up. Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about. Literally, that might not be the case at all. Amanda can speak to that. And I'll ask her on the next show I do. But anyway.
But keep an eye out for let me know as far as, the non-sports section. I've heard from a few of the guys here at our LCS that it's started small and has grown to something that they've been shocked to see how it's gone in the last 2-3 years.
Well, I'll keep my eyes out. There'll probably be a little bit there. I'm not expecting masses, in the same way that when you go to a Comic-Con these days, there's very, very few comics. It's kind of that proportion I'm expecting. Most of it will be cosplay and manga and all that sort of stuff. But no, obviously not at the National. But I think, weirdly, I've been told that there's likely to be more Star Wars than I'd expect, because Topps Fanatics and those guys have had to be taking that product to be able to get access to some of the other stuff, I think. So that could be fun. Goodwin's has always been a fun crossover, the Upper Deck products. So there could be some interesting things there. And, plus, if I see a couple of nice PSA Brady's from the, Belichick era at the Patriots, I might pick up something. Doesn't have to be a 10. Just be nice to walk away with a couple of slabs. And can you imagine how many PSA Brady's there are in the world?
Must be millions.
Exactly. Yeah. And because I'm grade agnostic on it, I'll be able to walk away with some decent stuff for like, not that much at all. Just for display,
Yep.
And just, from the glory days. You remember those, Josh? Now, that's the second time it's happened, so I feel obligated to ask, because at this point, I'm going to insert an audio clip of the first time it happened. Either Keith is farting, or his chair, every time he shifts, has got some sort of leather thing going on.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Right, okay. But our listeners will have enjoyed the forensics of me inserting that sound clip, which will have now been heard twice, slowed down and isolated on the second occasion. I've given myself more work to do there in the edit. But
I saw your expression the first time I heard it.
Yeah, when
I was
you
like,
just started talking, and I was like, I'm not going to say, and I was just like, what have I just heard? And I was like, I'm not going to interrupt Josh's train of thought.
I can't believe how sensitive this thing is.
If he just farted. Keith, I wouldn't mind if you had. Quite frankly, you're 3,500 miles away, and unless you've had some really, really, really funky meat in the last 24 hours, chances are it's not going to make it to me. So we're okay. We're okay.
I've got a funny story. I've recently picked up jiu-jitsu, and I used wrestled in high school, and it's just the closest thing to it. But me and my daughter have been doing this together, and last week they've been teaching leg locks, and the coach was trying to teach me, how to do it, and you basically got to grab the leg at the ankle, and you got to really get in there. So he grabbed my leg and he jumped in there, and I farted.
Oh,
and it
wow.
It was when you get a little older, you just don't know they're coming. And
Wow.
And my daughter looked at me like, Dad. But the funniest part was the coach just it happens every day.
Yeah.
It happened.
Oh, yeah, he just rolled with it.
He just kept,
literally.
It might have twisted my ankle a little tight there that time, but
wow.
Sorry, I thought it was pretty
wow.
fun. Yeah.
And that's the stuff they edit out of films like The Matrix, is the farts they do every time they do certain kicks and jumps and things like that.
When you're suspended on the cables, I'm sure.
Yeah, the jumping split. Yeah.
If you listen to an edit of The Matrix without the music and the sound effects, it's just parping.
Wow.
It literally is. They're just dropping floating biscuits left, right, and center.
See, that changes it for me a little bit now.
It does.
It's such a nice love story, and
exactly. A love story in a post-apocalyptic world where human beings are batteries.
They were, the two of them. That's
spoilers.
Special.
You might not have seen it. Yeah,
if you haven't seen it.
1999 movie. But no, Wesley. So it's a nice segue onto The Matrix there. So yes, week 7 is about to commence, and I pulled a plate on week 6, my second pack. So
nice.
so I'm up to 5 or 6 plates now.
Are you really?
Yeah, two I've pulled, and 5 I've got, and 3 I won on Comsey.
Which ones?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I literally do have the plate of the product, as in it was week 2. What I will do is I'll share my screen for those at home listening to this. # sorry not sorry, you won't see it. However, if you do want to see it, I've showed it on Friday night, Saturday morning, and every week Amanda and I have been opening packs, and I've shown it on there, and that is on YouTube, so go and check that out if you wish. But yes, Wesley, which week did you dip into?
Just
this current week.
this current week. Yeah, so I got a Mr. Smith
Nice.
plate, and you can have it. I'll trade it to you. So yeah, you just
bless you. No, I'll hook you up. Oh, actually, I meant to ask you. Actually, I was going to do this after, but I might as well do it now. Are you going? You remember we did an episode where we talked about the from Marvel Gems? Did I just break up there for a second?
yeah.
Am I
I
still
didn't
here?
hear.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
You crackled out a little.
Hello? Yeah, am I
You're
back? Am I
You're
back?
back.
That was
I got you.
bizarre. It was kind of like, oh, it went black and it just went right. I'm back. So, Wesley, Marvel Gems. We were talking about the crystal clear inserts. Do you remember that episode? You might not have been on it, but Josh had
yeah.
some in hand, and we talked about how the green and the blue and I think the purples were like they're estimated to be only 9 of them out there. Anyway, and I couldn't remember if you were going after them, but I just noticed that a green crystal clear popped up on eBay.
Oh, really?
I wasn't
Okay.
sure if you had it.
I don't,
I'll send you the
and I
link
want
afterwards.
it.
You should.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. No, they don't pop up as often these days. So straight after this, I will send you the link. Anyway, let me find you an image of this plate. He says, finally having opened his thing. But yeah, week 2. I mean, yeah, it was week 2, and it was Amanda and I were doing our live stream, and as always with those live streams, you're doing it, you don't expect anything, but we had the sound on. You know, the sound that you make when you open the packs. So when we got a hit, it was so loud. It wasn't just the fact that I had just pulled probably the plate of the product. It was the fact that it was so loud. I I almost fell off my chair. But yeah, it was amazing. So let me just show you this one. So it's the Code FX. There's 4 of these cards, and they're going to be shiny.
There you go,
dude.
And it's the black plate.
And the black
I mean,
one.
look at that. Doesn't that look
awesome.
good?
That is awesome. Yeah, that's the one I'd want.
Yeah, that's all. That is.
Someone's pulled the black plate of the Morpheus one, and I messaged him, but he's not replied. But yeah, no, that looks good. So yes, there we go. That's the Matrix.
Congrats on that.
But Wesley, what I'm basically saying is, if you're into the set, because I'm going for the achievement, like the big achievement PMG, I'll be able to hook you up with the base and all the inserts, pretty much, apart from the code effects afterwards.
Perfect. Oops.
But they'll be redeemed.
Okay.
But if you just want the set, because it's not that big a set, so it won't cost you that much to ship it.
Remind me what the big achievement is on that.
Well, it's they're doing those magenta PMGs that they do. That they did for the MCU sets. They've done 4 of those, and so you can get 3 of them pretty easily. There's Morpheus, Trinity, and Mr. Smith, and then the Neo one you have to ladder up to it, so you have to complete a number of other things before you get it.
Yeah. So
I'm probably going to have a couple of spares of the magentas of the other characters, but the Neo one needs a bit of work. That one.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out how to. Okay, wait. I think I got it.
What are you trying to do, Wesley? Are you trying to share stuff with us?
You got to speak through it. Audio only. Let the audience know what you're doing.
Oh crap! You're right. Okay, never mind. I was gonna just show the Mr. Smith.
That's okay. I mean, we will. When I figure it out, and I will figure it out, premium subscribers will have access to the videos of the episodes as well.
Ooh.
So yes. So please don't anyone do a recording thinking it's fine and not have any pants on.
I've never had pants on for one of these.
Like me right now.
I've never had a pair of pants on for one of these.
I've got shorts on. I've just got no chewies on underneath. So something that popped across my feed the other day, and I'll share this for you fine folks, and I'll put the link in the show notes for this one. Cryptozoic. So you've heard of Cryptozoic, I'm guessing, yeah? Lovely. They just announced a new super premium set under their CZX brand, which I don't know if you've had any experience with, but the CZX cards are gorgeous. And they've announced super premium Jurassic Park trading cards. And I'm, part of me is like, I'm not sure the world needs a Jurassic Park trading cards premium set.
That's what
But
I'm
then,
thinking.
but then, people dig dinosaurs.
Yes, they do.
So, and I think they'll be really nice. And I'll show you why in a moment, because I have the CZX Middle Earth set here, and I can give you a sense of what the quality will be like. But they are starting it with a preview box at San Diego Comic-Con with just 500 boxes.
Oh, wow.
Which I think is quite cool. So they've got it will. I mean, the one thing it will have, which I think is really good, based on the ones they've done previously, the autograph cards will be really nice, and there's sketch cards in there as well. So they did a DCU one a few years back, not obviously with any of the current stuff in it, but they had like Henry Cavill autos in there, Ben Affleck autos in there, some of the Flash, Supergirl, all those products from the TV and the movie universe of DCU, and that product was apparently amazing. Then they did a Lord of the Rings one, which I've got here, and that was just, I mean, it's just incredible. It's like it's not kind of Black Diamond level, but it's easily kind of Marvel Premiere level.
Yeah.
I'd say,
Okay.
just in terms of the the stock and the foiling. But anyway, the preview boxes are available. They've got 9 exclusive base cards and a 10th card inside a rigid case, which will be either an autograph card signed by Wayne Knight from the first movie, or one of 4 production concept cards showcasing rarely seen concept images from the Lost World. So only 500 boxes have been produced and will be allocated daily at booth 115. So I find this fascinating, and people will chase these purely because it's limited. But this tells me that it's not going to be just from the first film, because The Lost World was obviously the sequel,
Right.
and then you've got the sequel trilogy, and now there's a 7th one just come out with Scarlett Johansson in. But you can see the box there. It's kind of like it's got a kind of different box, and they hinge open.
Oh,
and
wow.
They've got like an insert.
Really nice.
They're really nice. The Middle Earth one. Do I have a Middle Earth one here? I don't think I have a Middle Earth one here. I didn't open any Middle Earth, but someone sent me one of the boxes, and they're lovely. So
there
they're
it
kind
is,
of
right
on
there.
Yeah.
Did it have a price on there?
Line there says based on the trilogy, the original trilogy.
Ah, well, there we go. There we go. I'm glad one of us is reading. Oh, it's just at the bottom. There we go. So you know what? The original trilogy, it had its moments, but I'm down, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And they've got pictures. They've got pictures. Look at this.
All right.
Okay. All right. I dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're okay. I'm not sold on the design, but they're going to be nice. And this is going to be foil, by the way. All this stuff in red here.
Okay.
And they're numbered, look, on the front. So they're numbered to 499, all the base cards.
So, yeah, it is an interesting design. Are they going for like the opening view of the gate or whatever?
Yeah, I think you're right.
So I'm trying to.
There's the amber dino. There's the
The
mosquito
border
in
is supposed
amber.
to be like the gate, maybe, like you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
sidewalk
I'm with you.
gate
I'm with you.
as it
Yeah.
opens up.
Yeah. And then there's the autograph card. And that'll be on card as well.
Right.
But I mean, this guy was great. You know.
I love the picture, and I love that it's him. He's so
obscure. But he was.
I love it.
He was so good. Exactly. And for that reason alone, I want one of these boxes. But the thing is, it's not in every box you get his auto, because you either get his auto or one of the concept production cards here. Now, I'm not being funny, but if I got one of those instead of one of those, I'd be a bit bummed. Because I mean, those look a bit. Yeah, is what it is. So, there'll be lovely foiling on them.
Any other parallels, like a fossil card, or
no? That's it for now. Well,
the
full set will have loads of stuff, but no, this is just in the preview.
This is just the SDCC box.
This is just the San Diego Comic Con preview box.
The full line.
So so the full product will follow. Date TBC. Now, let me quickly show you. So there'll probably be a binder for the full product because Cryptozoic do them. So this is the CZX Middle Earth one. And just to give you a sense of the quality on these, let me show you some of the promos for a start. And some of these are ridiculously difficult to get a hold of. I don't have card cam, unfortunately, but I will make myself big on the screen for each other, not for the audience because they can't see. But that's one of the promos. So it's a thick card. It's at least 55 point. And that gold foiling
is
you can
nice.
just see it there. Look at that.
And a ton of gloss on the front there.
Yeah, a ton of gloss. And they're just nice, classy feeling cards. So I think you're going to see that kind of quality from them. Let me just give you an indication of the base cards from the Lord of the Rings set. Again, they're absolutely stunning. This is actually the one I rainbowed. But again, look at all that foiling.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it
Thick.
nice?
Yeah.
Thick foiling, yeah.
Yeah, it is thick. It's nice. It's like getting a cake and you've got loads of icing on it, and you're like, oh yes. That's the second time I've mentioned cake this episode. Anyone would think it's my birthday. But yeah, and they're just really nicely produced.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the cards being sideways like that?
I mean, it kind of works for the images, to be fair.
Yeah.
But what I do
It's
like
a
about
letterbox.
it is that they haven't done what the Jurassic Park. Well, I don't know what the main set will look like, but that preview set obviously had, only some of the image on there. So that's not a card design. These things that's actually from that shot.
Yeah.
So when you get some shots, let me find a Lord of the Rings one. When you get the, let's show you this Balrog one.
That's
Do you see
pretty
what I
nice.
mean? It benefits because you've got the width of the image
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
in there, and it really works. So I think they're going to be nice cards. I mean, ultimately, it all depends on whether you're into Jurassic Park or not. If you're not into Jurassic Park, then on you go. But if you are, it's going to look like a really nice set. And I think I'll probably go for the autos. I won't lie. I'll have one of those Wayne Knight autos because, quite frankly, how good was he in Seinfeld?
Oh God, yeah.
Absolutely.
Hello, Newman. Right. So, as we've segued nicely into San Diego Comic-Con territory, did I mention it's on today? Let me find my Instagram tab because Upper Deck have announced a heck of a lot of San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. In fact, a dizzying number of them. Let's look at the first lot. So they normally do it like a mini set. So this year's is convention exclusive DC trading cards with old school image. Can you see that on my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, they look pretty tasty. Look, Amanda's commented with a very excited phrase.
I was just going to say she'll be all over that.
Yeah. So it's basically find characters that first appeared in DC Comics' first 10 years, such as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and more, on retro Gaudi-inspired designs. Collect all 20 characters across both packs 1 and 2. So there's 2 different packs, and search for red and yellow parallel chase cards. So remember last year for the X-Men 97 one, they had the 2 different foil parallels as well. So it's a similar kind of construction, I think. But unlike last time when you got one pack and you got the full set plus one of those parallels, this year they've got 2 different packs. They've got pack 1 and pack 2, and there's going to be 11 cards per pack. So yeah, I think they're going to move.
Type of throwback set, right? Like
basically, yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Retro.
I mean, it looks really cool. I mean, if you dig the DC stuff, but it's really early images.
Yeah,
look at the Flash. Looks like he's got one of those old mining helmets on.
The dish helmet. Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, the Batman one looks pretty cool. So I think they're going to be really interesting. I think people are going to be listen. You're going to end up with 2 schools. You're going to end up with people who are actually acquiring them and really digging them, and then you're going to have people who are buying them and reselling them on eBay, which is, let's face it, the way most of us are going to be able to get them. So, but no, there's a picture here from Pack 2. Look, with Wonder Woman on the front. And you've got Superboy there, Mary Marvel, Green Lantern. Who's the cheetah? Look at that. Wesley, that's your cosplay outfit, isn't it?
I have one.
I know you do. Can you wear it for one of the podcasts one day?
Or would
Next
that be
time
my
we do a live video one, can you wear it?
Yeah.
Or would that be a good one for her, the cheetah?
Yeah.
There
you go.
You gonna eat that?
Very good.
Layered joke.
Mic drop.
My bad.
There we go. Right. Right. So not only that, they have from the John Cena series a Peacemaker convention exclusive. Look at this.
That show was amazing. Did you guys like that show?
Yeah, season 2
So
coming
basically,
soon.
in every pack, you get the full 10-card base set, and then you get one canvas graphics card and one foil board chase parallel.
See, I like that one on the right.
Yeah.
The foil board there. Yeah, that
looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, if you like John Cena as well, so this is going to have double dips. This is going to have people after it because they're into John Cena as a wrestler.
Ian, if you click that arrow next to him, does it show more?
It probably does, but I was keeping you on suspense.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In suspense. But there we go. There's more. So yeah, so you can find all these images, by the way, folks. Go to the at Upper Deck End Instagram feed and scroll down. And I'm looking at a post here from July 10th. I won't put all the links in the comments because, quite frankly, I'm sure you can operate the internet yourself. If you're not, how are you listening to this podcast? But yeah, I mean, I've still not managed to watch any of these, but I'm going to watch this Sewer Squad movie, which I think was the second version of it they did, because they did two versions really close together, and it so confuses me. I've no idea what's going on. But anyway, it's kind of like remaking. I mean, is it the same film, just remade with different actors, or is it a different? What is it?
It's different. I think
they were like 4 years apart, weren't they?
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Some of the same people came back, but not everybody.
Okay, because Will Smith was in the first one, yeah?
Yes.
And wasn't it Idris Elba in the second one?
Correct.
Same character?
Yes.
So they just got another black dude?
Basically,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but they've messed around. DC's already kind of brushed around their own version of the multiverse kind of thing, where they've got.
I suppose, yeah.
Because it was the same Waller, it was the same Rick Flag, it was the same. Trying to think of who else was in the second one. I'm blanking on that.
I mean, I will watch them eventually, but I've got so much other stuff that I need to watch that I'm not sure I've got. Anyway, but I do like John Cena where I've seen him and stuff. Did you see him in The Bear season 3?
Mm-hmm.
He was in one episode, and it was just the funniest thing. Because my wife doesn't know who he is. She wouldn't recognize him in a lineup. But I recognized him, and I was like, oh, my God. You know, because you're just watching it, and all of a sudden he's there as a character. There's no announcement or fanfare. He's just there. And it's like, you know, it took me a good 30 seconds to read, that's John Cena. What's going on? And it actually makes it funny.
The Peacemakers, because it was it's funny. His comedy is very funny.
Yeah. So anyway, it looks good. And then, not only that, they also have, where are we? They have a Halo one, which is also a signing. So you can get a special Upper Deck Convention exclusive promo card, and meet the Halo multiplayer announcer, Jeff Steitzer. So I'm not sure. This must be from one of the online games or the Halo Wars. I don't know. It's one of the Halo iterations I don't play. But he's going to be there today, in fact, as people listen to this, assuming you're not listening to this 3 years from now, in which case it happened in the past. But today, Thursday, July 24th, as people hear this, at 1 p.m. Pacific time, he's going to be at the Upper Deck booth signing this card.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
If you're big into the Halo game, like
if you're big into the Halo game,
you're going to nerd out over that.
Yeah. So there's that. And as if that's not enough, what else have they got at San Diego Comic-Con? Let's have a look here. And I think this is quite exciting for people.
Yeah, it is.
They have an Upper Deck Convention exclusive promo card of Harley Quinn and the Joker. In fact, it's the cover to Batman Harley Quinn 1 from October 1999. And you can get it signed by the co-creator of Harley Quinn, Paul Dini.
I want that.
That's cool.
Doesn't that look cool?
Yeah.
And again, you will get that on Friday, the 25th of July at 1 p.m. Pacific at the Upper Deck booth at San Diego Comic-Con. So I think that's going to look pretty nice. I'm hoping that's going to have foiling on there. Looking at that.
Yeah, the artwork on that is perfect.
So Yeah, I think that's great. They're also doing, and I know we've not really looked at it, but they're doing a rush of iCore. So they've just released this. They've been teasing this for like 6 months, but it's only just come out. But Upper Deck have got a new TCG out called Rush of iCore. Now, I'm not into TCGs at all, and I'm kind of too old to learn. It's not going to happen. And also, I've got no one to play with. But that aside, I like the fact that it's all original art. So it's kind of got that Magic the Gathering vibe to it, and you've got some pretty big artists on there. I think Palumbo might have done some pieces in it, for example. And it looks amazing. So they've been teasing this for about 6 months. I know it's finally out, but they've got some demo decks, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive demo decks and Shattered Chaos booster boxes. But look at these. But look at the artwork on them. It's fantastic. I mean, you can get a real sense of it from these pictures. But
some serious fancy art.
Yeah, it's really worth checking them out. So I'm really hoping I'm going to be able to pick up one of these at the National. But yeah, free demo deck. Look at that.
That looks really.
So Upper Deck is going balls out this year. Oh, and you get a personalised card. There we go. You can get a I really, really want one of these. I don't know if they're going to be doing them beyond San Diego Comic-Con. But you can get a Rush of iCore card made of you with your photo on it.
Very cool.
How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
I'm a man of simple pleasures. All I want is a proper official Upper Deck trading card with me on it. That's all I've ever wanted.
I'm sure someone could make one for you.
I'm sure they probably could. But the thing is, once I do that, I've peaked. That's it. We're done. No more podcasts. I'm going to retire. That's it. I'm out of here. I'm kidding. But yeah, I think so. And that's just the stuff. I think they might have some Neopets TCG stuff. Neopets. I can't. I don't think we'll ever go deep into Neopets on this podcast.
Is that powered by the Sun?
But I don't know. No. This is Upper Deck Hent's feed, so it's interspersed with posts talking about Fleer Ultra. Sorry, not Fleer Ultra. Fleer Brilliance Superman and X-Files, which has just come out. What else have just come out? What's this? That's Neopets again. They've had the Scooby-Doo set come out, so there's loads of sketch cards. But yeah, I mean, it's worth having a look through. Here's some of the Matrix ones.
Yeah.
So the black and white ones, the black and white Matrix ones we figured out have got green foiling on them.
That's cool.
Oh,
which you can't see on the EPAC scans at all.
Yeah.
But Amanda got some shipped home, and she said, "Oh, do you know they've got green foiling?" And I was like, and it was the day this post went up, and I said, "Yes, I do," because look, and that's like the last card from week 40. So, they're showing us some cards that haven't come out yet. So when one of you was asking on the chat about the Matrix cards, about whether they will actually be serial numbered, it's like, no, they've all been printed. Amanda's had some shipped home that say 1 of 499 on the back.
Yeah.
So
that was me that asked. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, they're done. But I'm really looking forward to getting all these in hand and having my set. I love them. I love the Matrix so much. Thank you, Upper Deck. I mean, some of those. Look at that. Look how good that card looks. Black and white variant. So yeah. Anyway, so for those who are going to San Diego Comic-Con, have an absolute blast. But there's plenty there, just with the Upper Deck booth.
Yeah.
So yeah. Sorry, Wesley's asked me a question on chat. You can just ask me out loud, Wesley. I won't mind really. But yes, that's correct. There we go. I don't know when the next episode of this podcast will be, because this episode will drop on Thursday, the 24th of July. I will be flying to America on Tuesday, the 29th. So this time next week, I think I'm going to be packing, guys. I won't lie to you. I mean, if we can record, it'd be lovely to. But even if we record, I won't be around to release it. And edit it and do all that. Do you see what I mean? So this might be the last time we sit down together until after the National, unless, of course, I send the bat signal up. No, I was going to say, unless, of course, I send the bat signal up whilst at the National, and if you're around, let's jump on a live.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
So
and that's when Wesley can get his spandex out, and it'll be great.
Exactly. And for those of you who are, I'm gonna cosplay as a sports card dealer at the National. I think.
Yeah.
I've no idea what that outfit would look like. I'm probably being really offensive to a lot of people. I don't.
You got to make sure you wear a slab around your neck.
I've got that sorted. I've actually got it positioned as like a cod piece. I've got a special pair of shorts with a little frame in the middle. I can fold it out like a cassette deck and put a slab in there and then close it up again. I won't tell you where the eject button is.
I'm just excited about you doing the Trinity pose that you said you're going to do on the other podcast.
Oh, yeah. Party pose. That might be after hours. Yeah. I'm not sure with my groinal muscles I should be doing anything like that these days, but who knows? You never know. You can always teach an old dog new tricks. So thank you for listening, everybody. Like I said, apologies. We were looking at lots of images for the second half of the show, but I thought, that at least we know what we're talking about. But you can look at those images too by going to the Upper Deck and feed, or searching eBay for any of those items, because you can bet your ass that people will be going to the booth just to get them, just to flip them onto eBay. It happens every single year at San Diego Comic-Con, and thus the world turns. So at some point, and I can't tell you when it will be, but we'll probably do a live something over the time I'm at San Diego Comic-Con on the YouTube channel. But apart from that, the next audio episode will be probably kind of tail end of August, we'll resume. And the first one back, I'm hoping we'll have lots of audio snippets from the National. We're interviewing awesome. People. So, because I've got a few folks lined up already. And I will definitely be recording with Greg, Rebel Base Card Podcast, which I expect will probably be on his show. But he's picking me up from the airport and he lives 20 minutes away from the National. So
nice.
It's kind of, it'd be a shame for us not to sit down and actually record something. And so for those going, I don't think there's anyone here going apart from me. For those who are going, have fun. I hope to meet you there. For those of you who are not going, have fun. I won't meet you there. Enjoy your summer. Pretty much. Yeah. Keith, I hope your shoulder gets better.
Thank you.
Josh, thank you for your Wi-Fi getting better.
Sir.
Wesley, keep looking amazing. Quite frankly. And on that note, Wesley, do you want to sign us off this week, seeing as we don't get the pleasure of your company?
That's absolutely. No matter what happens, enjoy collecting.